What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Toy Bounty Hunter. We are at Fletcher's Fun Toys right now. We did a little pit stop here, and where are we heading to? We're going to Planet Hoth. I'm just kidding, guys. We're not going to Planet Hoth.
Hoth Toys.
We're going to Hoth Toys, which is located somewhere in Tennessee. It's about an hour away from Fletcher's Fun Toys. So Ewok M actually typed it into her phone and was able to find this place. Before we head out from Fletcher's Fun Toys, this is what I currently got from there. Now hold on, let me explain, guys. Yes, I have one of these, but all the tabs are broken on it besides the one on the top. So this one here has all the tabs, but the good news is the cardboard is in there. So it's not in, obviously it's not in the best shape, but it's there, and I'm very happy with this little find that we just got there.
It also has stickers. Yeah,
all the names are there on both sides of the case. So yeah, let's head over to Hoth Toys and see what they have there in store. So we made it to Hoth Toys, and when we got there, there was only a few items that were vintage Star Wars. He didn't have much, but there was a Droids R2-D2 in there. And I was very mind blown, but I did not get it. I actually passed on that, which I kind of regret. Okay, guys, we went to Hoth Toys, and it was kind of a bust, and we came to this other place, which is right behind me. Tim in there actually helped us out, and he's a really nice guy, and he actually told us that there is a place that has a lot of vintage Star Wars. So Ewok M here looked it up, and it's like an hour
and 55 minutes, so 2 hours away.
So we're gonna hit the road and go that way. And currently we are still in Tennessee, and this is in Virginia.
Yeah, we're going to Virginia, guys.
This is part of the whole entire, toy hunting. Sometimes it's a bust whenever you get somewhere and it doesn't have anything, but don't give up on your toy hunts. Keep going. So we're on the road, and we're still about an hour and 40 minutes out. So we made it to Tazewell, Virginia, and then we got to Welcome Back Collectables, and we found some vintage Star Wars. All right, guys, so we're inside Welcome Back Collectables. As you can see, Ewok M is looking up at everything, and there is a lot of stuff here, guys. Look at all of this. This whole aisle is just full of different toys, and some of it is original and some of it may be newer stuff. Probably mostly 80s, 90s, as far as I can see. But wow, look at all this, guys. That's insane. It's just like every other place. And we really do enjoy making these videos and going out to all these different toy places. And we end up finding things. So many things here. This is crazy. It's just filled. This is the other aisle that we're in. We're going to keep going. It's always neat to see some Batman stuff. I always see a lot of Batman stuff, and oh, that looks original. Batman and Robin. Yeah, that looks original there. That's pretty neat. These are all the comics, which is like in the middle of the store, so it's just nothing but boxes of comics right here. And then this whole display shelf here is full of some horror stuff. I'm guessing this is the horror section. And here is all the video games that they have in the store, which is towards the back of the store against the back wall. And we got some original games over there. And it looks like there's more toys. This store is pretty big. It's not like really big, but it's a decent sized store. And the whole middle of it is comic books. My brothers and I grew up with Dukes of Hazzard with our dads, so we actually built a General Lee back in the day when we were kids. My dream car is a '69 Dodge Charger, but that's really cool to see this stuff here. Okay, so I am looking for Godzilla! I'm looking for Emily. Okay, she's all the way down here. My guess, she's probably where all the Star Wars stuff is. So let's go. Oh, there she goes, nodding her head. So, already, See a lunchbox? We know that's original. Got a Tauntaun box back there. Look at the IG-88. That's really cool. Droid Factory. Well, I don't know. That's the box back there. So, Stormtrooper in there. Oh, that's an original Stormtrooper 12-inch. Probably gonna have to grab that. And then, oh, that's neat. Ceremony picture? No, it's a ceremony puzzle. That's awesome. And here we are with more stuff. Radio controlled R2D2. Some things back there. A Falcon box back there. We got the Chewbacca, Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker. If I had the money right now, I would buy all three of those. They are completed. Let's look down here. Oh, we got a Death Star, space station. And I just picked up one of those X-Wings right there, the battle damaged one. It doesn't have any stickers or anything. I'm gonna fix it up. So that's funny that I just saw another one in there. Looks like that might be autographed from Bo-Katan. I've never seen this before, guys. So these are the vans. And usually they're just loose all the time. But this is in its box. And both the vans are in there. You got the black one. And you got the white one. That is a really good find right there. For a vintage Star Wars collector, this is definitely a good find out there to find in the wild. It's still sealed. Both vans. That is awesome. So there's more stuff up on the top. That's really neat. And look at the Vader case. Original package. That's insane. Ewok M just spotted that. That's crazy. And we got some original figures in here. So this is a really good little collection in here to look at. We got some good carded figures. See a Luke Stormy in here, and it looks like he has the original helmet. So I'll probably end up getting that. And we got the stand down here with all the figures. Second time ever seeing that in person. So that's really neat. Some good vintage Star Wars in here. We got the Ewok treehouse. Got the Dewback box down here. We got more stuff back there. We got the Falcon box, Slave 1. All right, guys, so we are back at the house, and like we said, sometimes it's a bust whenever you go toy hunting. And, we went to 3 places, and 2 out of the 3 were a bust. And we ended up getting to the 3rd place, and it had vintage Star Wars, so we got very excited about that. Ewok M made it to the other side of the store, as you guys saw, and she found all the vintage Star Wars. I was very mind blown. This guy got a collection from another guy, and all that stuff that you saw that were still sealed and packaged came from that collection that the guy sold it to the owner of that store, Way Back Collectables. And I was very surprised. I see the C-3PO case a lot, packaged with the original seal and everything on it, and sometimes people have it. It goes for about $300. I've never seen the Darth Vader one, in person, where it still had the original seal on it and the cardboard piece, the insert that goes around it, for the display of it. It just really blew my mind. And there were some really good action figures in there. I did get a couple, which I'll go over with you guys.
So, I found something still in the package that is Ewok. Yay. The Ewok 3-piece Decaland set. It's got the Wicket and Nisa, and then with the pony, and then Wicket and Nisa, and then I think that this is also Nisa, because if you compare her little necktie right there, and then this is twisted, but if y'all look up another one, her little necktie right there, they're the same. So I think that's also Nisa. So this is the Decaland that they made. It's from New Jersey, and it's still in the package, guys.
That is awesome.
You only ever find it like single pieces, or the plastic's like so ripped if it is in the package. You never find it like there's just one little tear. Other than that, though, like,
that's really awesome.
It's so cool. I'm so happy. So I gotta get a little plastic box so I can keep it safe.
So you said when you looked it up on your phone that they also made other sets. It wasn't just the Ewok or Star Wars, that they had, like, what was it?
Yeah, so when you look up, like, to see what it was, see what it's worth, make sure you got the deal, that kind of thing, you also see that they made Snoopy, they made Care Bears, they made a Dukes of Hazzard one,
That's
they made
right.
an E.T. one from the 80s, So there's a lot of different sets for a lot of different
collectors out there. And honestly, I thought the ET one was pretty cool. She did show me that one, but they did make other uh, themes of this set, I guess you can
well,
say.
yeah, because it's a kid set. So for when you're eating your food, they have separate plates and spoons and bowls that they like. Obviously, most of us had something like that at some point.
I had Barney.
And so, yeah, this is just one of those types of variations of the different kid sets, but it's Ewok, guys.
Yeah, it's Ewok, and it's freaking amazing, dude.
Yes.
I didn't even know. I know there's like Ewok stuff out there because I will go on. I'm sorry that the phone's moving a lot. It's on the table. Whenever I go on eBay, though, I do see some Ewok stuff, and I try not to show Ewok in because she's like, I'll just find it in person, and I'm like, I know you will, but I'm just letting you know that this is out there. And there's different puzzles, there's all types of stuff with Ewoks on it that I didn't even know that they made back in the day.
I wanted to collect everything Ewok. I didn't realize how much Ewok stuff there is. So I can't collect everything Ewok, but stuff like this that's old from the 80s, it's original, like, you can't beat it, man. This is like,
sometimes you just gotta,
wonderful.
Sometimes you gotta get it, All right, guys, so I'll go over the action figures that I found and tell you the reason why I got those action figures. I hope you guys enjoyed Ewok M's little find. That was like a good find for her because the whole point was she wanted to find something that was Ewok and vintage, and this was the holy grail for this little toy hunt here. Now, I ended up leaving with 2 action figures from Welcome Back Collectibles. And I did get the Stormtrooper Luke Skywalker, and I got a regular Stormtrooper for my Stormtrooper collection. And this one is clearly all white. There's no yellowing on this guy. I don't know if he's been cleaned or not, but if so, it's okay. I bought him the way he is, and he's white. So I'm very happy with that. I was rushing to get the last 17 action figures for my collection. There was issues with those action figures. The Luke Skywalker was one of them. First Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper that I bought, the nose was rubbed off, and I wasn't happy with it. I got another one, and the whole back of him was yellow. I tried to get it cleaned, and it would not come off, so it's permanently there. So I'm stuck with those 2. Came across this one, and now my other one has a reproduction gun, and it has a reproduction helmet at the house, and it is the Stan Solo issue reproduction one. Now this one here has the original helmet with it, and I looked really close at this helmet, and there are ways to identify a real helmet compared to a reproduction helmet for the Luke Stormtrooper. And there is the markings on this one that makes it stick out to be original. This makes me really happy to replace this for my last 17. There is a Columbia show going on this weekend, I believe, and we're going to go to this toy show that's going on in Columbia. Some guy told us when we went to the Captain's Comics Expo. So Ewok M and I were like, okay, cool, we'll check it out. So he gave us a flyer. I don't have that flyer with me currently, but there is a toy show in Columbia this weekend. Now moving on to the Stormtrooper here. I mainly got him because he's in really good shape and his limbs are tight, and he is all white. I don't know if he's originally been white this way the whole time or if somebody cleaned him up, but the black and everything on this is really good. He's in really good shape. Again, there's no gun. It sucks, but that didn't bother me. He was only marked at $25, so that wasn't a bad deal. Usually they are like $30 or $40 even without a gun. The Luke Skywalker here, I paid under $300 for, and the main reason I really jumped on it, like you guys heard me say, is because of the helmet, and I'm very happy with it, and it doesn't bother me now that his nose is not all rubbed off or his back is completely yellowed. Now, when you're collecting stuff, don't ever rush on buying anything. If there is something that you want and you want to put that in your collection, just be sure that you take the time to look and see what's out there first. Just because you see the first thing, don't just jump on there and get it. You need to wait a little bit. And a lot of you collectors know this. I'm just letting people know that are either getting into this or they just realize that they keep jumping the gun on certain things and they're like, dang, I shouldn't have got this, and I regret it. Sometimes we do regret buying things. So, you know, I went through literally two of these action figures for me to get the one that I really wanted because I was not being patient enough. I wasn't willing to wait on finding the right one. I just wanted it and I wanted it now. So I do regret that. I'm never doing that again. I have made that mistake twice already, and that was the second time that I made that mistake is with this action figure. So just take your time to go find what you are looking for and go over the action figure or go over whatever it is that you are wanting to add to your collection. Make sure it's the one that you want, and you can always figure out if it's in your price range or not. If you do find something and it's in really good condition, sometimes the price might be up there, or sometimes you might find it in between. So see what's out there. You never know. Sometimes people are willing to get rid of things, or you can just pay the high price because sometimes you get what you pay for. So if you go and get this for $100 and he doesn't have his helmet or his gun, and you're like, oh, he's $100, and you get him in the mail. There's issues with him. His arm's really loose. His nose is rubbed off, or his whole entire back is just very yellow. So be careful on what you do, finding what you want, and be very, very cautious on what you are looking at if you are getting it off of line. I think you should get it in person. If you have something that you want, write it down and keep it in a little book. Scratch it off your list once you find it. Trust me, you'll be a lot more happier when you find this in person and are able to physically look at it before you purchase it, before buying it offline. So, just want to give you guys a little advice on that.